everyone. Let's cover a little bit of the NASDAQ futures. Let's cover some of the strategies that I was looking for. Not really so much a strategy, but the area of interest, the area of execution for taking trades. Now, as kind of stated yesterday, I took a little bit of a loss on the funded account. Again, that account is still positive. It's still in the green. In fact, today we made close to $900 in that. So wiped out the losses from yesterday. We're back to where we started on Tuesday. So again, the account's fine. I did cut my daily max loss, my personal drawdown, right? So my personal loss limit, I cut it to $500 a day. I also put forth a little bit of a rule that I'm not going to take any trades off the open. Now, we did have a nice trade off the open, but I did not take it. I'm going to be a little bit more patient. I've really got to focus on allowing that price action to develop, because again, I'm more so of a trend trader and a momentum trader. When there is a trend or there's some clear moves, right? I don't do well with high volatility, quick scalps where the market's going up, down, up, down. I don't really think anyone does, but again, there's people who like to take those quick scalps, on opening drives. I can't do it. I've tried. I just, I end up making great money and think that I can do that every day. And the next thing you know, I take a big loss. So I just need to stick to what works for me. And that's, generally waiting at least 20 minutes, but we'll call it 30. And then really seeing what that first opening initial balance does, which is the first hour of the market, and then kind of going from there. So on my screen, again, we're just going to go through the big chart here. Again, if you are new and you don't really know everything that's going on here, that's okay. I'm only realistically looking for a couple of things on this chart. But this black box, like the darker black box, that's the initial balance. That's the first hour's worth of trading. That was the range. So that initial balance low held once, held twice, 3 times, and then it finally broke through and then snapped back. The thing about the initial balance is when they do a sweep of the initial balance lows or highs, and then we have no follow through, typically that's telling you that we're going to just slowly grind back up to the middle of the range. When you get outside and you start to close below it, and then you do back test, but you reject, then that's typically telling you we're going to start to trend to the downside or to the upside, depending on if we're long or short. So I didn't partake in this initial 20 play here because I was, patiently sitting in the corner on timeout. However, we did get a little bit of a 20 play to the long side here, almost about 45 minutes off the open, and it was at 7:20 Pacific Standard Time. We got a nice big 36 point range candle here. The next candle does not confirm, but the following one did. Also set up a 20 play of its own. When this candle confirmed this prior 20 SMA play, I went ahead and took this trade for a very, very quick scalp. The high here was 19,087, and it ran all the way up to 19,093.75. What I had personally was a 5-point take profit. Okay, so I had a 5-point take profit on one mini contract. Okay, I'm going to try to stick to as best as I can. It's in my rules for the foreseeable future, no more than one mini contract at a time. I did also take this 20 SMA play to the short side here, because once I see an initial balance low and then I seen the bounce without confirming the prior swing high and getting out of that, kind of that first hour range here, I was looking at the lower high and trusting of this 20 SMA play. Now, again, on this particular play, I did not play one mini contract. I only played a few micro contracts. Same story, took 5 points. It wasn't, I didn't take another trade until we tested this initial balance low for the almost second, third time here. We also had this linear regression channel, and then we got this nice bounce into the 200 period moving average. Once we put in this, I guess you can call it second higher low here off the low of day bounce, I was looking for the rollover. Once we lost this 50 SMA, we had an active 20 play here. And again, on this particular contract, on this 20 play, I did like the momentum into the linear regression. There was no, demand zones here until we met this linear regression. And if we broke through, I was looking for the test of this low. Now, once I took this trade, it really started to speed up. And in fact, I was on live trading with some folks, and this candle right here actually wicked down like crazy. Like, I mean, super fast. As soon as I got in, it just like immediately wicked down. On this particular order, I had a 10-point take profit, and it hit almost instantaneously, like it just right away. And then it kind of trickled around and then ended up closing at the lows and then kind of confirmed and then trapped everyone and then went back. So I made a good little portion here on this particular trade. And I also did throw a little bit of a flyer on what we call at Evolution Traders, the Big's bottom. Okay. All it is just a mean reversion, guys. Big extended down move, looking for an indecision candle, and then looking for some area of support that we've previously lost, or supply, if it was a long play. And then looking for a green candle to take out a previous indecision candle, or, you know, something that looks like this, whether it's a doji, an indecision, you know, I call them reversal candles, but it is what it is. I got in on this particular trade here and took another 5 points. So started to piece together my day, trade by trade by trade by trade. I think I actually took one more short. I forgot. I don't want to quote because I'd have to go back and look at the execution, but I know it was a short once we bounced into the 20 period moving average. I was looking for a breakthrough, and if we didn't take out a prior swing high, just kind of sit short and use a previous high as a stop. And I think it could have either been this candle, or it could have been one of these two candles where I got in near that 50, and then I remember selling as we broke through the linear regression again. So scalpy scalps, just piece together my day. Again, once I hit the big trade here, you know, putting on these little baby scalps along the way, trying to, you know, trade price action momentum, I already had a P&L in my mind locked in that I was not going to lose. For example, if I lost a couple of these trades, I was still going to finish positive. The whole goal here with this Top Step account is just to continue to grind it out, right? Continue to grind it out. It's only the 6th day of the month. I literally got this new account that I'm adding copy trading to my existing Top Step account 6-7 days ago. So I'm only a week into this thing and I'm up around $1,000. We're going to just continue to kind of grind it out. Let's see if we can, you know, let's see what the profits are next week. Let's see what the profits are after that. Realistically, the goal would be to just kind of slowly trade this, right? Allow my emotions to not get out of whack, and just stick to the plan and take a payout at the end of the month. Normally, that's how I do my funded accounts. When I get into them, I like to build that balance up for a couple of weeks. And then I like to take, you know, a couple of weeks of where I'm just taking some small base hits, and then evaluating that whole account at the end of the month. And if it's good enough, what I feel is good enough to take a payout, depending on how I'm doing with my personal options trading and my personal account, depends on whether we roll it over to next month or we take that payout. More than likely, I'll probably take something at the end of the month. So, you know, we'll see. You know, even if it's only $2,000 or $3,000, that's going to be completely fine. I'll see all of you guys on the next video. Again, remember, we got NVIDIA stock split, so markets can be a little crazy. We'll have to see how that exactly pans out. But all in all, hope you guys all had a decent trading day today. If not, you know, a really good trading day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get this channel up to 7,000 subscribers. If it does, I'll do a nice little giveaway. It'll be something related to evaluation accounts and giving some out for free, or at least paying for you guys to get some evaluation accounts. So tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your uncle, you know, tell your coworkers, tell whoever, tell the neighbor, you know, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it up to 7,000, because tell them you really need that new evaluation account and you would like to get it paid for. With that being said, I'll see all of you guys on the next video.